Welcome back to my channel. Bring with the like and subscribe to my channel so you'll get that notification. I'm gonna get a chat ready for you guys. Hold on.
https://youtube.com/@BritNimitchell1996 C equals CSLR8G6GZ Veep Mu JAV subscribe
Hall of
to our
Fame.
YouTube channel and hit the
I already updated these players. Tennessee's early this morning. I gotta do finish updating their badges. I'm gonna do that at the 3 games. I finished playing first updating these players' badges. Gotta face the Jazz who following forward with 19-0. Let's get it playing roll. Let's get it.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see it's an exciting Sunday night. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back.
Quick, I got the shower. Hot.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Block that.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Doncic out there with Edwards, and it's Hayes in at the 5 spot. The basket counts and one.
With a
chance to make it a 3-point play. Lakers shooting their first foul of the night.
32.
Here's George.
No threes.
Outside Collins. Off target from outside. Collins against Doncic. Pass to Hachimura.
Oh.
Out to Doncic. And he's good on the 3 ball.
This is what makes Luka so special. He's so unpredictable.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. 4-point game. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
But you don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Shot clock at 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. The Lakers with a quick start to this game. Coming in.
Let's go. 8-2.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron
Oh, the Soldiers are Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame.
is in town. Amazing dunk to
different, but Tennessee.
And they're bringing you up close and personal in the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
So got that.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Markkanen
The playing Hall of Fame can be stressful, but you gotta play through it.
Markkanen sets the pick for George.
But find a way to play through it. Find a way to keep the system.
Another miss by Utah.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
George, when you think of the Utah
Ooh, I hit that. Damn, I hit that.
In a very competitive
Open.
Western Conference.
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those 2 players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
Now here's James. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. Hachimura, no good.
I hit that, Rudy.
Just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Pass to Markkanen. Collins, a screen on LeBron. They could use a bucket. Sexton deciding where to go with it. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Launches a three. Kessler with the bucket. Kessler's got 5 now.
How did he get the goal?
Loaded on the catch.
And here is Hachimura. Fires for 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. George against Doncic. Right side, George. James against Markkanen. Left side, Sexton. Can't hit from 12. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Thunder.
Yeah,
Hi, Brody.
not necessarily the way they would have drawn it up, but they did get the job done a lot tighter than they wanted. But mentally, sometimes that can also give you a boost when you can win when you're not at your best.
That's short off the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Markkanen on the double team. Kicks it out to LeBron. There's the triple. Hits the three-point bomb. LeBron's got his second bucket.
LeBron worked tirelessly early in his career on improving his range shooting, and boy, it has paid dividends.
There's the lob to Markkanen. And stolen by LeBron. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop.
Let's go.
And Hayes
Let's go.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin. I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
Here's Collier. 1:36 left in the first quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Lakers leading by 7. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Talked to Will Hardy a little while ago. Obviously, they're trying to limit the damage Luka Doncic inflicts.
Brody, you sell it.
His mind. He said, Luka is going to get his. We can't stop that, but we can't let him set up everyone else for easy ones. When the whole team gets involved, we're cooked. We're going to make him work for every assist out there. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back. LeBron on the defensive end.
And it's going to be out of
bounds.
Utah making a change here. Sexton's checked in. Jazz trail by 7.
Looking.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. On the wing, Markkanen. He's covered by Hachimura. 6 to shoot. Back to Markkanen. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage.
Well, you know Rui wants to score it. He will not retreat in the face of some tough defense. Nicely done.
This is his first free throw of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
To the right side. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. On the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, Jordan Clarkson specializes at capitalizing on what the defense gives him. Nicely done in the mid-range.
Here's Hachimura. And it goes down 2 points.
13-8.
Cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Sexton for 3. No good on that one. As the quarter comes to a close, they have made it very tough to get a shot off against him. They're And
Wait
so
a second,
far, through one
let's go.
quarter, it's been a
Let's go.
lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Edwards is out there with Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the center, filling out the middle. He gets that one. Lepowski's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Jazz. Pass to Doncic. Kicks it out to James. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. LeBron's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
The three.
The Jazz shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Here's Filipowski. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds
of
buckets.
Let's go.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Jazz trail by 11.
A three.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Hachimura.
That's 14.
Sensabaugh.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. Lays it up.
Hey, block that.
Filipowski's got 6. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad.
Let's go.
And you're not
having
to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Well, you see what the defense wants to give up there. Luka more than comfortable in the mid-range.
A three.
Pass to Sensabaugh.
What with it?
Able to get that one. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Here's Edwards. Los Angeles with a fresh shot.
How did I miss that?
Jazz trail by 9. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Clarkson outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
Open 3.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Edwards. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. Jazz have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Clarkson against James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jordan Clarkson tends to draw a lot of contact. If you look at his career, he doesn't end up at the free throw line as often as you'd think.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Stolen by Markkanen.
Oh my God.
And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Clarkson. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guy. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
Well, you look at Doncic, and at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year of some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Sexton, the pass to Markkanen. Now, here's George. Kessler in the post. Working on James. Shot clock at 5. Collins, a screen on Edwards. George, that's a two-pointer. A rebound by the Lakers.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Doncic against Collins. Doncic
Let's go. Let's go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And George kicks to Collins. Back to George. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. It's good from long range. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
George.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Markkanen against LeBron. Shoots over Markkanen. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Jazz trail by 3. Collins against Hachimura. Collins looking around. It's George on the wing. George missing again. For 3, Edwards. Doesn't go that time. And that's it for the first half of action.
Third quarter. Bellingham to the lead.
Lakers lead by 3 from Delta Center. Back in a moment.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Let's check them out. Looking at the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, the Greek Freak, always a great pick for this award because he's so consistent.
Let's shift focus back to the Utah Jazz, who find little separation after one half of play.
Let's go.
Bench has stepped up to where I could.
And that is it for halftime.
If we come back with this game, we'll lower the difficulty. Okay, dope.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Lakers leading by 3. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Preparing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's George in at the point guard. That's the group right now for Utah. Pass to Sexton. Doncic against George. Shot clock at 6. Sexton against James. Sexton's.
How is it? That's 6'8" LeBron James. Sexton 6'3". Bitch ass 2K, bro.
Well, speed is such an important weapon for Colin Sexton. He gets to the
can make a contested 3, but he can make a contested shot. What is in, bro? That's why, because at 56. Well, Hall of Fame for CPU to 56 inside scoring, 56 close range, close shot, mid range success. Hall of Fame for CPU is 56, 3-point shot 56, layup 56. It was at 50. Like, come on. What? This is not Hall of Fame, bro. This is no way this Hall of Fame for CPU. Ball security at 90? 2K cheap with him. Hall of Fame, bro. You see it.
Takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Fades. And yep,
let's go.
After rolling around.
Let's go.
10 points for Champ.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Collins dishes to Sexton. Collins setting the pick for Sexton.
That's all.
Edwards. The shot by Sexton, no good. Lakers leading by 3. Edwards inside, defended by Jordan.
So the just open way up.
Finished off by
Edwards. Turn that back. They would have only scored.
That sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Greg, that is definitely an emphasis, Jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's a look at some of the stats for him.
And he's experiencing a very cold stretch of shooting over the past 5 games. His field goal percentage has suffered. He's been much more tentative, playing with doubt instead of confidence.
Out to Doncic. Lakers passing it around. Here's Hachimura. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call.
Going to play the free throw.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play.
Let's go.
I love the hustle and the attitude.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 7. Pass to George. Kessler setting the pick for George. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Fuck that. Who am I missing open threes? What's up, Steve?
Shaq or Kobe?
Kobe. Well, Kobe got 5 rings. Shaq got 4.
3 FMVPs.
It's a rebound. Here's James. Oh, and the jam by
Let's go. Let's go.
LeBron James,
Can do it a whole thing.
with an exceptional slam there. One of the best
threes.
dunkers in the
I like to play how I want to play. Clutch him. The couple fighter.
George looking around. Now here's Markkanen.
No way.
Another miss by Utah. James finds it.
Look at both of them. Let's go.
Edwards got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Kobe got 3. No, he got 4.
Their offense has ground.
Go, Kobe got 3. No, 2. Kobe got 2. 10 out of 9, 10 out of 10. So you're right.
And with that one,
looks like you have to stay Shaq.
By Los Angeles.
Maybe the best.
The 3 from LeBron.
That's all.
It's John Collins with the rebound.
No. You like you talk really fast. What did you think? Sorry, I'm working on it. Like I said, the only reason why I said the only way you said Shaq may be better because he's dominant in the paint. Kobe Bryant is better.
Here in the third. Here's Sexton.
But who cared if Lakers when Shaq fouled out? Because the Pacers. Kobe.
Sexton's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Trains the three-pointer.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's George. Rebound the Lakers. James has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if
let's
they're
go.
going to...
Play further too. Another one with you only doing it one thing. If it works, it works. That's true. That's the one we put on custom fighters. If it works, it works.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to improve as a defender.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Hands it from downtown. Doncic has got 10.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Hachimura with it. Guarded now by Sexton. The shot's good for Hayes.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate. Really well done.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. George with the bounce pass.
Nope.
Poked away.
Grab it.
Doncic passes to James.
Let's go.
James throws it down hard.
Anticipating before the play can happen, Luka Doncic gets the break started.
Outside, Sexton.
Good deal, LeBron.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor
in
crafting this huge lead.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
It's George on the wing.
Halliburton.
Guarded by Doncic. Collins wide open. He fires. Good on the three-point shot. Collins has got his first 3 points of the game.
John Collins has such a good feel for when to fire off the catch.
Here's Doncic. And the layup is good.
When
you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim,
who you got there?
Wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive
so KP got injured. I'll give him one attempt to 2024.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers cruising into the quarter.
This Dallas. Guess who's on that Lakers team? Doncic.
Take a look at today's State
Doncic on Dallas.
assist of the
game. Got that ring. What's got that ring?
I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. A great dish. That's what I call.
Tatum got a ring, but it's not, it plays more. They got one ring. Tatum got one ring. I mean, when he gets hurt, he's not hurt. That's true. That's fact.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic's out there with Edwards, and it's Hayes in at the center position.
Welcome to the backcourt.
Utah moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Clarkson. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. That one dropped.
KG, Kevin Garnett.
Still an old-timer.
Yeah, that one where he got with 7-8. Lakers till we play soft. It's not a final.
Going in the fourth for the Lakers.
So that's one win he got with us against the Boston Celtics. Because Andy Bottom was hurt in 2008 NBA final. And we played soft. The turtle.
Doncic with the block.
Boy, Luka has decided he wants to become a more complete.
Oh!
Let's go. 6-3-3. Let's go.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Oh, that's up. The pace got done though. So 3-9.
Some guys
just got whooped. No, that's only 6-game series. It's on 8. It's tied at 10. We didn't get whooped with the finals. We won 2 out of 10 because we got 1 our test.
A-way, and he does.
Pass to Hayes.
And the healthy bottom.
Shoots over Filipowski. And again, it's the Lakers.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
That was a chat when I still got that.
Here's Collier.
I still watched it on my app.
By Doncic.
6-4-3-9. Let's go.
Clarkson
Back
against Edwards.
They went to 7, but we went to 10 because the Park went down. Beginning of 2007, first quarter.
And here's Clarkson, and he jams it with authority.
With knee injury. In game 6, he went down to game 6. They needed him, so we were to win the game 7.
Doncic kicks to Hayes. Here's Hachimura. Bangs home the trifecta.
Hachimura's
got 5 points now this quarter.
You can see right now the defense running out of ideas. They cannot seem to slow him down.
Pass to Clarkson. Lets it go with the 3.
That's all.
Lakers with the rebound. Hachimura's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, they've been better
Let's go.
than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Lakers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row.
32-41.
They're going to have a nice little run here.
For 3.
For Utah, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Clarkson for 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Let's go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Clarkson surveying the floor. Taken away by Hayes. Pass to Edwards.
Still. Good thing.
Finished off by Edwards.
Still upon me.
Getting
he definitely good offense.
Both ends, and it shows up in the score.
What I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Doncic.
The drive by LeBron.
Let's go. 141. Let's go.
LeBron James wins this battle right at the beginning. Explosive first step.
Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's Collier missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces.
8-41.
Going their way.
It's just been one of those games that they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
First game. The 3s.
Clarkson passes to Collier. And And there's a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Clarkson, looking to end the run.
Good
The
D.
Lakers with the rebound. Hachimura's
Let's
got
go.
10 rebounds here tonight.
Let's go. 82-41.
Hayes throws it down.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks
three.
like their confidence is
Point
at
from
an
now.
all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the
The D was wrong.
It was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory
Let's go.
total to 20
84-41.
wins even.
And as we get set to put this one
Let's
to
touch it.
bed, a
Let's go.
one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Champ.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply
D.
taking what the defense allows and then
Let's go.
making the most of his opportunities.
So here's the old
Basket
timers.
number 6 for him thus far.
Hey,
He's only
6-41.
missed 2 shots from the floor.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and
No,
you
three.
could see the killer instinct
Three, touch it.
take over.
Austin also has beat the Lakers a lot.
Wait, what? Also, Boston also has beat the Lakers a lot. They have both.
Best
Like
for
I said,
last.
one
Tonight,
shot 10.
they've done that and then some.
And he goes in for the
There's
jump.
43.
Sees his
Hey,
man
6
has
43.
the angle on the interior and drops a dime right there.
Now, here's Doncic, guarded closely. Again,
Here's
Los
the shot.
Angeles.
88-43. Finish
Spirited
touches.
performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
It's good.
What a great shooting performance. His
No,
percentage is
94
outstanding.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Got after it on defense.
If you still watching for first off.
You know, I heard it all from, is this the last that we've seen of LeBron and the fashion that he plays, and then defensively, he's not very good defensively. But you can't single me out. It will never be a possession where a coach or a teammate or a player on the opposing team will single me out defensively because I'm in tune with that side as well. So, we got a lot of guys that play the defensive side, and it's important for me to be on that side as well and take that challenge just as much as the offensive end.
Seems like you took some words to heart, man. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
You gonna play GTA 6?
No. Or try playing Great Theft Auto on Xbox when I first got it. It was hard. I do that. I'm good.
Why no?
But I still it's hard. I'm not tried it on Xbox when I first came out. It was hard, so no. I'm gonna play the Timberwolves for 20-0. The Timberwolves is 10-9. We're playing the role. Let's get it.
Coming right up, the Lakers taking on the Timberwolves. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some, and close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant. How aware are the players of where they are in the season?
BA, you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you
Bro,
rarely see guys counting
such a
games
game I know how to play with
played
his
or
man
anything like that.
And now the Los Angeles starters.
2K.
At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Edwards out there with
Indeed.
Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5 spot. Now here's Edwards. And there's James from the arc. No luck
Oh,
on
dang,
that
could have
one.
hit that.
Doncic against DiVincenzo. Gobert passes to DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards. Here's the three.
That's our highlight.
Hachimura with a rebound.
We're still lost.
Pass to James. Gets the three ball to go.
LeBron's greatest gift to me is how he sets up so many teammates with catch and shoot opportunities.
Oh, I know.
Nice to see them return the favor.
Pascal from Utah last night.
Over Hachimura. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pass to Hachimura. Shoots over Randall. Now to Hachimura. Shoots over Randall. That one's good from Hachimura. On the assist.
I mean, I don't mean the highlights. I mean him in the locker room when I got my ass off. I watched the game.
Come his way, and he was ready.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
The
space era that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
You cannot get Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. He takes it in, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
That was stay here, A6. Here, you give me a mod so I can show you the link. I got you, hold on.
A little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is.
26. Now I got you.
Is for this offense,
they
feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now here's Edwards. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Doncic. Here's DiVincenzo. Kick out to Edwards.
Gotta grab the board. I'm gonna watch it now.
Pascal Siakam was locked in before game 6. It looks like he was summoning a win to force game 7 back in OKC.
Go see it. I'm watching it now. What the fuck?
Win with 16 points and a massive 13 rebounds, including this highlight play. Cross-court Siakam for the slam! And that dunk on Jalen Williams was during a 30-9 run to close out the first half, leading by 22 points, and the Pacers did not look back from there. They continued to blow out OKC in the third, and OKC benched their starters in the fourth. But a good takeaway from this, not only did the Pacers win...
Let's see, I got it. What the fuck? What the hell?
The three! It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And
only a handful of teams in the history of the NBA have done what these guys are doing right now. 20 wins in a row.
This team, I tell you, is doing a heck of a job actually putting their...
Pacers gonna bring it home for all us underdogs flexed biceps.
What's up, KB? What's up, KB?
KBI got Ock in 7.
I got OKC in second. They playing at home. OKC playing at home. I got OKC in second. They playing at home. OKC playing at home.
Are you subscribed, KB? People had Ock in 4 or 5. Pacers have done the unthinkable. They will finish the job game 7.
KB, subscribe. I still got OKC in 7. I still got OKC in 7.
KB, subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Toxic
People also
kid.
had Pacers in 6 and 5 man shrugging.
Name against some of the best names in the NBA's history. When you talk about winning streaks, I mean, these kind of streaks do not happen often. There's a lot.
No one has the Pacers in 4.
And let's send it over to
The only reason why they didn't have the Pacers at 4 because most of the Pacers play good is Reggie Miller. Well, when Reggie's like there, the Pacers don't play good. They sell the game. If you notice, Reggie Miller wears his jersey. You know what? Because I think his jersey retired in the Raptors. So he wear Jalen Rose's jersey. Pacers jersey. But Reggie Miller's wearing Jalen Rose's jersey.
I have a friend that actually thought the Pacers would win in 5-6.
I've been knowing OKC can win this one. Just gonna say that OKC can win this one.
Briefly spoke with Chris Finch. He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie. For 3. And Los
Let's go.
Angeles,
Let's go,
another 3.
kicking on. Let's go.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes
Okay,
back and forth. Nothing like answering back.
Agreed.
One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's
Don't
Edwards.
worry.
An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert with a screen on Doncic. From the stripe. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically
Let's go. 18 on. Let's go.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Agreed.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
No way.
McDaniels can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Hayes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost. Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
DiVincenzo with it. Hayes picks him up. Pass to Edwards. To the inside. James.
Let's go. 129. OKC is unstoppable. At home they are.
We'll see if they can keep this going. And you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And Minnesota has possession. Following the score by Los Angeles. The 3, DiVincenzo. Minnesota again missing. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter.
Oh my god. How'd I get fucking real?
Edwards against Doncic. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below.
Edwards
rising to the raft.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro. Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Edwards.
Nope.
Randall outside. Going inside.
Hachimura
with a rebound.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher inside. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far. And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Gobert passes to DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. Check by James. Doncic pulls down the board.
Can't get a shot to go this quarter. Might want to get others more involved.
Finished off by Hayes.
LeBron doing what he does best, creating for and elevating others.
Outside Edwards. That'll count.
That's all.
And that's not going to go.
Go in for a quick order. Let's get a story.
Let's go. Los Angeles Lakers. A sizable 18 point. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so. Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Nas Reed out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Garza in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
Not me, bro.
Los Angeles leading by 21. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his mentality
what a solid
willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Here's Conley, following the score by Los Angeles. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Soft touch off the glass.
That's a 13.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. And Minnesota calls time here. Lineouts checked in for Garza. And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, BA, every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
You take a look at Edwards as the top vote getter, a good bet to be in this year's dunk contest.
And with his hops, he might be the favorite in the contest. Everyone wants to see him compete.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. Of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
And Minnesota with some changes. Gobert comes in for Minot, and it's DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Now here's Hayes. 6 points for him. Pass to James. Hachimura left side from outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Hachimura's got 5 points now in the quarter. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And it feels like everyone turns over half their roster every year, Clark. How hard is that for teams?
It's very hard. I mean, continuity is a foundational pillar point to being successful in anything. There's a reason why Steph, Clay, and Draymond won so much in Golden State. Knowing your teammates and their tendencies is vital if you're going to be a championship contending team. I think teams and organizations benefit when they stay together for longer periods of time.
Edwards gets the bucket.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Edwards, a pass to James.
double.
Shoots a fadeaway. And
Let's go.
again, it's the Lakers.
48-13.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
For threes.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Launches it. Hits a three-pointer. Edwards has got his third basket on the night right there.
He's turned it on here in the second quarter, getting his offensive game on track.
And here's Edwards outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
I don't miss that.
He probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Edwards. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Edwards got 9 points.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Edwards for 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
He has been dropping bombs since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since then.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. And Minnesota with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. And Jaden McDaniels subbed in for Anthony Edwards. 1:49 left in the second quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randle.
That's for still.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gobert on the high post. His first shot coming late. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in the game. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA, and that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
So it's Minnesota now,
following
the score by Los Angeles. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh,
Good
great
D.
D that time from Doncic.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Let's go.
Throws it down.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
For threes.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to DiVincenzo. No good again that time.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for
Let's go.
both him and the team.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Randle. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Rebound, the Lakers. James has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Doncic. And he drops it in from the low post. Doncic has got 9.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
Now let's go ahead and recognize the Player of the Month Award recipients. The Western Conference winner, Champ.
His activity on both ends has been remarkable, constantly looking for ways to affect the game and get himself open. You wish all the guys played at this level of intensity.
Work ethic has certainly been the name of the game for him lately. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for...
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's James. And so in the game for the Lakers, at the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Edwards. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Randall. Knocked away and stolen by Edwards. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Good look from Hachimura there, feeding the open man.
Well, the Timberwolves shooting at about 34% here in this game. Here's DiVincenzo. That one drops for him. 6 points for him.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
The Lakers dominating the game. Edwards finds James.
2-4-24. Oh, hit me.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And it's Hachimura missing. Minnesota with the ball. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Edwards against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by the Lakers. Here's Edwards. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And here's a view of the top shot blockers in the association. You take a look at Hayes. Such great timing and instincts. He's the best shot blocker in the league right now.
He changes more shots than he blocks, and he blocks a ton of them.
And he gets it to go. Edwards got 13.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Edwards, the pass to Hayes. It's James on the wing. Inside. Out to Hachimura. Puts up a 3. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
They're on fire right now. Shooting 80% to start the second half.
Randall outside. McDaniels passes to Randall. Back to Daniels. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Edwards outside. And Los Angeles another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Edwards against Edwards. McDaniels a screen. Edwards a pass to McDaniels. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value utility guy.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie,
thanks. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's DiVincenzo. Ooh, rejected by Doncic.
And they're up considerably because of
Let's go. Let's go.
Bad intentions.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Here's Randall to stop the run. Hachimura with the rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Boy, I tell you what, you can't even compare their numbers at the free throw line last season to the numbers this year. I mean, they are so much better.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Anthony Edwards. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo.
Go for the three.
Now here's Conley.
That's all.
The shot,
good.
Good. Oh,
Watch
great
it.
D that time from Doncic.
Go.
That one's good from
It's 3:30.
Hachimura
Let's
on
go.
the assist by Edwards. Edwards has got 4 assists now tonight.
The threes.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Conley.
The D.
Rebounded by the Lakers.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be
Let's go.
careful. This is when
Let's
the
go, 30.
team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on
The
the rim.
three.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Here's Randall, following the score by Los Angeles. They still need this.
That's all.
It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Yep, that
Let's
one
go.
goes.
It's our 30.
Hachimura's got 7 now in this quarter. 16 seconds left in the third. For 3, Randall. James with the rebound. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Doncic.
Let's go. It's not 30. Let's go.
Wow, man. He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that
That's all.
could end up being one of the best dunks
Go
of the
ahead,
year.
let's go on there. Let's do the full quarter. Let's go. Let's go.
To the 10th degree.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Los Angeles delivering the blowout. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from.
Just
But it
like
does make it stand out a little
three.
more when it's made by the big fella.
Let's do the full quarter. Get it over. Let's
Time is
go.
running out for this game to become competitive. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Nikhil Alexander-Walker
91-30.
out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Reed in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
The three.
And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Lakers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Clark is checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards against Doncic. Doncic for the block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
Just 4 to shoot.
That's all.
Minnesota again missing. Here's Edwards.
Let's go.
Hachimura, the pass to Edwards. Over Edwards. And there's
Let's go.
another one for
Twice.
the Lakers.
Not 3:30.
And there's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Here's Hayes. Oh, he
Let's go.
can't miss.
Let's go, 30.
8
Let's
for
go.
8 after that shot.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the
No, three.
perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Edwards, a pass to Reed. Outside, Alexander Walker. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hayes has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's James. That one
Let's go.
falls. Great setup
Now
by
it's our 30.
Doncic. Doncic has got his 9th assist of the game now.
A three.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Outside, Alexander Walker. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well,
that's a third two.
through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly with players on different teams, more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
A three.
The Timberwolves have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Conley passes to Alexander Walker. And here's Edwards outside. Oh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7-15 now.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Edwards for 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Conley passes to Alexander Walker. Edwards against Edwards. Kicks it out to Clark. 5 on the clock. Reed for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Hachimura. And the layup is good off the glass. Hachimura's got 14 points now in the second half.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Clark, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 16-5 run. And finished off by Hayes.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
A three.
Three-pointer.
That's all.
Edwards, no good.
And that's one of the two, bro.
The Lakers have gone 8 of 9 here in the fourth quarter.
And
Edwards slams it in.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth.
Oh,
it's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. A step-back shot. He squares up and sinks it.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
Oh,
what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt a better team.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And with just 1 game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that 3rd meeting.
And what a huge performance it was for Rui Hachimura.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Doncic.
Yeah, he's one of the last quintessential pure point guards. Mike Conley, steady as they come, looks for others first. He wants to make passes before he scores. He's a guy you love to have as a teammate.
Doncic against Conley. The kick out to Edwards. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Let's go.
Edwards got 37.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Randall outside. Yes, it's good.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Here's Doncic. And he banks on the layup.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you.
Now let's get to the Heat game. Which 1-0? The Heat is 13-6. We're still talking about the Heat has Tyler Hero, Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, let's go where. Let's get it.
Let's meet them. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
Ah, we love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
Well, you aren't kidding.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. In at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Edwards is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the center position.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Hero, no good. James against Wiggins.
So say what it James.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Now, Hero coming off a stellar performance against Boston. Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Taking it to the D. When Wiggins is forcing the issue, he shows why he went first overall.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. Their plan defensively is to try to make LeBron into a jump shooter. Now, Coach said many teams plan that, but it rarely works out. You have to fully commit to it. Of course, LeBron will be getting all of their attention. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And the passing instincts of James are just unreal. He has that great sense for when and where to send the ball.
Now here's Wiggins. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Adebayo passes to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. And a wide open look for Hero. Answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name. Just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Adebayo with a screen on Hachimura. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get primetime positioning inside.
Here's Hayes again, Los Angeles.
13-4.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Miami. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And when you look at the Lakers, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlook them as a top team.
Now, here's Adebayo. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Hachimura.
Good
shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you
Let's
can't
go.
make them all.
Let's go.
What a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Here's Mitchell after the basket by Los Angeles. Where kicks to Hero. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Yeah, just a flick of a wrist. Tyler Hero with the scorer's mindset.
Hero against Doncic. And
Doncic throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
And until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
So it's Miami now after the basket by Los Angeles. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Let's go. 96. Let's go.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture, the Miami franchise, from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization. Is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part is they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that. It's been very hard.
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Okay, hit that.
The Heat trail by 12. Higgins outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Baseline J on the way. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
The three-pointer is right on target.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
The D, Doncic.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have it. 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
Well, of all the ways to establish yourself as a powerhouse, this may be the best way to do it, by going on a phenomenal streak and looking practically unbeatable. One thing you can tell right now, they are playing with swagger, a sort of poise that they're backing up with execution.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Lakers lead by 17. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Let's go.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
They've got Anderson. Hero out there with Robinson. And there's Kevin Love.
39.
And it's Jovic in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Love outside. Inside. That's tipped. Now here's Hayes. He's tightly guarded. And Hayes throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Doncic.
Let's go.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road,
Yeah, come on,
it
because I need
shows
it.
how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Representing both sides for your Heat High Squad, make some noise! On the court is your High Squad. It's
So a moment now to see the story for him.
And it's part of the normal ups and downs of a season, but you can see that his field goal percentage has suffered in the past 10 games. But it's not going to damage their trust in him. They know what he's capable of.
James right side. Anderson with the block.
Well, he's so smart out there. Anderson always seems to be in the right spot to make a play, and that time gets all ball.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Go. Straight on.
Oh, my gosh.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Love, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The veteran presence and leadership Love brings to the floor is unmatched.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor, and attacking before the defense can get set.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
And they double up Doncic. No one near Edwards as he
Let's
lets
go.
it fly.
Why are you looking for three? I'll score.
Edwards got 12 in the game.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
Hero finds Love. Mitchell with it.
Good switch.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Sinks the triple.
Well, there's the answer from Hero. One of the best from three-point range in the league.
Doncic against Mitchell. Out to Edwards.
No, you're left it.
And the Lakers hit again from deep.
I'm trying to score.
Both teams
keep leaving it open. 44-14. Go three. 5-5.
That are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady dive. From outside. Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to Hachimura.
You know, how do you miss it?
Misses for three.
Defensive breakdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
Down there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Outside Hero.
That's off.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Let's go. Let's execute. Let's go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys
at
the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Timeout called, the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Wiggins comes in for Tyler Hero. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month.
I'm back there.
You look at Hayes.
Wait, why my name like that? No, why my fucking name like bitch ass nigga?
And of course, Luka Doncic, several
I'm
spots
back.
down.
I had
Tells
no
us someone that
situation.
will flat out control the paint.
I mean, those two have been playing some special low post defense, and a lot of the shots I've seen them swatting away aren't easy to get to.
Wiggins from outside.
We go, no, bitch. Damn,
Wiggins
on
has
that
got
quicker.
5 now.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
LeBron, good.
How many
Let's go.
times have we seen a possession
119.
like that from them today?
Block, motherfucker. No, we gonna go before we get murdered.
Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Mitchell passes to Adebayo.
Proof.
Back to Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. There's the screen. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. LA is gone. 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. LeBron with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Robinson sets a screen for
Oh,
Mitchell.
good. Don't get to Michael Marquez. Let's go.
Lakers
The
with
D
the
Doncic.
rebound. Hayes has got rebound number 10 tonight
Oh,
with
wait.
that last one. And
Let's go.
that
3-4-19. Let's go. Let's go.
I love how under control Hachimura is, able to push his way through the contact and score.
Like, take her
outside Robinson.
Like, toxic kid.
Wiggins kicks to Adebayo.
Toxic bitch. How about that?
Back to Wiggins.
What if I think you perfect, bitch?
Clock at 6.
Oh, I think you're such a perfect hoe. What's that shit, hoe? Why that hoe?
By LeBron.
Why that thought?
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
So you gotta get that, bro.
Hachimura.
I'm toxic. I'm toxic.
Guys, up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Now, here's Mitchell. Still without a basket.
I'm still letting nobody lie my name like that. I'm not gonna let nobody lie my name like that, bro. Hell no, bro. Ladies got me all the way the fuck up.
Just 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Ware. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to know your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Lakers ahead, running away with it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Draw. They're thinking about the shot.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're taking the traditional approach of working it inside and then going outside. That stretched out that defense.
Yeah, it's about time. Once you establish that inside game, everything away from the bucket opens up.
And next up, we have the award winners. are players of the month in the East and the West.
I'm
For
good
the
though.
East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis, I mean, certainly deserves all the accolades. When you look at everything he's about, he remains one of the most unique players in NBA history.
I mean, if you could build an NBA player from scratch, he just may be the prototype.
What's that biscuit tea?
And that's all for us. Now
God,
it's time to send
my
it back
back,
to Kevin.
Well, nobody have your ugly ass back. My friend believe you, bitch. Nope.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but
No, don't believe. My back. Believe you or you.
What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Let's go. Go open, Doncic. 16-19. Let's go.
It's James.
Let's start quarter.
Edwards is out there with Doncic, and it's Hayes in at the pivot spot.
I'm good, guys. I'm good. I just somebody trying to piss me off on a Friday. Oh, it's a good Friday trying to grab my day.
Rebounded by the Lakers. Edwards got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'm going my good Friday. I'm going my weekend.
And a lot of contact on that one. So
Making my money, you ugly ass. Making my film my back, bitch. Like your hoe.
I've always admired you. Come
from like your asshole. No, I like a ugly asshole.
Growing up, you knew you wanted to be a coach.
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game.
16-19.
So 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
Bitch.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was
19.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. And there's the
my YouTube channel, bitch.
That's his first
if you try to, I got back on one thing. You know, like to know about hoe. You can try to report this one, hoe. I got back on one, hoe. So you know about hoe.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Adebayo with a screen for Hero.
I'm gonna run my thing with that bitch.
Nobody near him. Hero's got 10
points.
Yeah, he's crafty in the 2-man game. Hero getting the space he needs.
And here's Edwards from the arc.
Let's go.
Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Okay, start 21.
LeBron's got 5 assists tonight.
This is ridiculous. The phone got her to hush. This is ridiculous. The phone got her to hush. That's gonna hurt. Yeah. Dang, Billy, you ate quick. Oh, new vape. Oh, I see. Ooh. He tries to stay stacked up with vapes. I see it. I see you, Bella.
This was only $15.
Let me have one of them then.
You can buy the refills separately.
Let me have your other one then. Let me have your other one then. If you're not using it.
Throw it away.
You threw it away?
This is the battery of my other one.
Oh. Dang, you got hiccups.
I was not thrilled with dinner tonight. Made me want to throw up.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to try something new that my dad sent him, and my dad sent her, and it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to. It didn't turn out good at all.
So what you gonna eat?
I ate one of the so it was grilled cheese, garlic butter, hot dogs or something like that. And you put cheese on this side and cheese on this side, and then you like
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Doncic against Hero. And stolen by LeBron. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Hero, no good.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. And I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly DA is a two-way threat. Good on the triple.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Mitchell outside. Wiggins kicks to Adebayo. The deep three from Mitchell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Edwards. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that's now 20 points for Champ.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Hero passes to Ware. Mitchell outside. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Hero finds Mitchell. Bobbed up there for Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. And here's Edwards from the arc. The rebound by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Heat. Pass to Ware. Here's Adebayo. Taken away by Hayes. And it's the Lakers on the break. And Hayes throws it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Hero. Miami no good on that time either.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
That one goes in. LeBron's got 18 points in the game.
No question James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
And they get it back. Adebayo, high post. He's against Hachimura. And Adebayo throws it down.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Hachimura against Adebayo. And it's Hachimura penetrating. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Mitchell passes to Hero. Now here's Adebayo. No good that time. Good work defensively by Hachimura. A rebound by Mitchell. Miami's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Hero, no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And Hayes throws it down.
Well, great job to push it up the court with the pass, and they get a nice transition score.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside, Hero. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Hero out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Jovic in at the... That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
And James has always loved sharing the rock as well as making his teammates better.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Back to Robinson. Taken away by Hayes. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. It's hauled in by the Heat. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Here's Love. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
And here are the Heat. Outside, Hero. Looking to end his cold spell. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Here's Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass. 26 points for Champ.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Pass to Jovic. Now Robinson. They set the pick for the 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Edwards with the stuff.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Anderson finds Love. Hero with it. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Doncic. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for Miami. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. And the rejection by James. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Anderson. And the basket is good. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Lakers?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Good on the shot. 30 points for Champ.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Hero kicks to Anderson. 5 on the clock. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class leader. And of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
It's Edwards on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 8th assist in the game. Here's Robinson. 1:56 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Jovic, and that one is stuffed right through.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Yes, that goes in.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Hero against Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Hero's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Champ.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Adebayo down low. He's covered by Hachimura.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what was the defensive focus individually and as a team, and how do you think you guys executed it?
It's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but it was a good job by all of us defensively, and it's always good to get a win on the road.
Road wins do tend to be more precious. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.